The Longest Night, a Passover Story, Laurel Schneider and Katia Sheehan. Every morning with the light came another day like night. In the heat and blowing sand, each gray dawn my work began. Spreading mortar thick on stone, I built someone else a home. All around me, eyes to ground, other children trudged around. Nervous shadows glanced my way, but we never tried to play. Only monkeys and some cats ever got to run like that. Now and then, a single dove circled high and sailed above. I'd look up and watch him roam as I made my way back home. And I wondered if the air tasted fresh and sweet up there. When dusk fell, the watchful moon softly crept into my room. Then, at once, the world was changed. Life unraveled, rearranged. First the river bloomed and bled, stained her banks a rusty red. Emma stared across the strand at the wound that split the land, nudged me off to fill my pail from the cistern, safe but stale. Though she sang her sweeping song, something in the tune was wrong. Croaking noises filled the yard. Frogs jumped high and landed hard, flipping, hopping through the day. Caught one, but he got away. Itching, biting, awful fleas brought our masters to their knees. Strange to see them scratch and fuss, hurt and helpless, just like us. Then the wolves ran through the street, sniffing at our door for meat. That night I had dreams of claws, matted fur, and hungry jaws. Emma hummed her sleeping song, but I tossed and turned till dawn. Great dark flocks of wings above joined and circled near my dove. Gentle lambs and goats grew ill, bleating, breathing hard until, like their beasts, our masters fell. Just how sick we couldn't tell. Boils and blisters, searing pain, made them curse and call in vain. Then my sister set to wailing at the sky, a fire hailing. So I held her best I could, said our house was strong and good.
In the distance, whirring wheat, locusts chewing in the heat, promised hunger all year long with their grinding, gnawing song.
Strangely, Abba seemed to wait calmly for each harsh new fate, sat and whittled in his chair. I sat too and said a prayer. Night like blindness, thick like tar, from our windows stretched so far. We survived that longest night, one small island made of light. On the day we killed the lamb, Abba wiped his bloody hands, marked the post above the door, drank and ate and said no more. Till the saddest sound, so stark, cries like knives that split the dark, cries that found us frozen, numb, woke us, made us rise and run, cries that drove us to the square and the others waiting there. Everyone was waiting there! In that night so dim and cold, we all did as we were told. Packed our bread in haste and flew, running from but also to. made our way to sifting sands, scrambling feet but clasping hands. Thirsting, thrilling, full of fright, none of us were slaves that night. From the motor and disease, from the silence and the fleas, with our hungry dogs a howl, on and into next and now. On we dashed, till suddenly we came up against the sea. Ima offered up no song, for the waters or the throng. None of us knew what to do, till the sea was ripped in two. Till the sea was ripped in two! Walls of water all around made a giant rushing sound. But we charged, we raced, we ran, hurtled out from that hard land to a sky so wide and free, full of light and room to be, to an endless sunrise spread, pink above us, gold and red. Salty spray was everywhere, sand and sun were in my hair. How I danced along the shore, never having danced before! How I shouted by the sea, loud and long and joyfully! As we found in open air all our voices everywhere.